Okay, Anda, it's all yours.
I got it. All right. Good morning. Hello. Welcome to Celebrating the Arts, brought to you by the Florida Artists Group, also known as FLAG. FLAG is proudly celebrating our 72nd annual exhibition and symposium. My name is Anda Chance, and it's my great pleasure to introduce Session 6. Diana could not be with us today, so she was unexpectedly called away, but we will try to do our best to represent her. This presentation is called Beyond the Brush, and it is being recorded for later publication and public access. We encourage your questions, so submit them through the chat icon visible at the bottom of your Zoom page at any time. We'll address them at the end of the presentation. And with that, we'll go ahead and begin. Thank you.
I'm going to share my screen so that we can hear and see from Diana. Nancy, would you give me a thumbs up once it starts to make sure everyone can hear and see?
Okay, so far it's good.
Welcome to Beyond the Brush. We're going to take a look today at digital art, what it is, how I create my digital art, some of the wide ranges of substrates, mediums, and expressions. And we're also going to examine the hot debate that asks, is digital art real art? If you look at the definition, it's very simple. Digital art is art that is created and displayed using technology. So we'll look at that, and then we'll move into Texpressionism. Texpressionism is a new art movement started by Colin Goldberg. There are 271 artists from around the world. We share our technology, our art, and we work on exhibitions. If you are a person involved with technology and art, I think you might really find a home there. And then lastly, we will look at NFTs. NFTs in the world of crypto art is really a wild west right now. We are going to approach NFTs with caution. I'll show you NFT marketplaces, and we'll look at some of my NFTs. And you can do your own research and do what's within your comfort zone. Really, this session is far too short to dive into cryptocurrency, but I hope I'll at least pick your interest and you can see where it goes from there. Regardless, digital art is very exciting, and I hope too that you might explore some of the ways to create or extend your art practice. Let's get going. The first section will deal with talking about digital art. What is digital art? To describe it in a simple sentence, digital art is art that is created or presented using technology. That creates a wide berth. So is digital art real art? I hope that I can convince you that it is. We're going to start out with some of my stills, and then we will go into some motion art and some augmented reality. I'd like you to pay attention to what you feel through the audio and the video. So much fun. So cool to create things that make people wonder what they're seeing. I'm going to share some of the tools I use. I would say that the heart of my digital toolbox is the Adobe Creative Cloud. I've been dabbling with sound and film, and although Adobe has their own Premiere Pro product, I also have Final Cut through Apple. And for sound, I use Logic Pro to stitch together music tracks and different loops. I also take advantage of various applications on the web that I stumble across. One of the main pieces of software I use is JWildfire, and this is a fractal rendering software. Fractals often become the base of some of my works, and I work around them. Great way to go about creating art. A little bit of a learning curve, but it's worth it. I start here. One of the best tools I have in my workflow, along with my soon-to-be MacBook Pro, I'm using an iMac 27-inch, but I have an iPad Pro. And that, along with the tool Procreate, is a great way to go. Now, if you're on a PC, Krita is another option. Krita, Krita. Next, I want to introduce you to Texpressionism.
The best way to share Texpressionism is to share the website, texpressionism.com. This is an artistic approach founded by Colin Goldberg in New York. We've got some amazing artists from around the world. We represent 271 artists worldwide. If you use technology in your art, if you're a digital artist, it's a wonderful home with exhibitions, online and physical, and you can participate. Check out the Texpressionist Manifesto and begin to tag your art with Texpressionism. This started as a hashtag, has grown into a movement. And then you join the salons, and then you learn about exhibits. Big one coming up, Digital and Beyond at the Southampton Arts Center. So the movement provides an artistic family, an artistic tribe for digital and technical artists who have oftentimes questioned their art or been questioned about their art. So I would recommend that you take a look at Texpressionism, dive into the website, watch a salon, start tagging your artwork, and learn. I mean, the brain power within this group is amazing.
One of the best ways to get involved with Texpressionism is to just get involved with Texpressionism. Visit the website texpressionism.com, take a peek around, look at some salons, and join a salon. It's a great group.
Okay, you artists who are so right-brained, I'll need you to take that right brain, put it aside, and let's get a little technical. We're going to get into NFTs.
Cryptocurrency and NFTs require a lot of technical complexity. Because of this, I'm never quite sure where people stand. One of the best ways I have found that helps with a period of self-discovery so that people can evaluate for themselves if they're prepared to enter this realm is through a movie called Cryptopia. Cryptopia takes you through the basic concepts, then goes way out there. But it's fascinating. And if you can get a hold of the terminology, understand it from a financial point, an investment point, and then begin to explore the blockchain, what it means to put an NFT on the blockchain, what those words even mean in the first place, that's going to be a great test for you.
We can't talk about non-fungible tokens without exploring the concept of fungibility. When something is fungible, it is interchangeable, it is exchangeable. So a dollar is an example of a fungible asset. I know that the dollar I have here and the one you might have in your pocket are worth the same, they hold the same value, they can be used in the same way. Non-fungibility is something that is not interchangeable. You can't exchange one for another because there is only one original. So when we have a non-fungible token, we're talking about a smart contract. We are talking about something that is on the blockchain and is immutable. It cannot ever be removed from the blockchain without destroying the complete blockchain. Security is one of the most important concepts in NFTs and cryptocurrency. The best thing you could do for yourself is learn about it. Learn about seed phrases. Learn about software wallets and hardware wallets, cold wallets, hot wallets. I wanted to show some real-time scamming that has happened and show you how crazy it can be out there. Sketcha Official is somebody that I have worked with personally on an NFT project. He has one of my tokens. Well, Sketcha had his wallet emptied, 54 ETH, and all of his tokens have been emptied from his wallet. Who knows how the scammers got to him? He could have clicked on anything. It's be cautious, be careful. And on another note, if you're interested in NFTs, you must get on Twitter. Now check it out. I mentioned in the last video that maybe Sketcha clicked on something. I haven't done anything different from usual. No dodgy clicks, no seed phrase shared, no NFT received. Was out of the blue. My wallet was on MetaMask, a software wallet. Security is so important. I have a collector base of NFTs, but I am very careful about how much crypto I keep in a wallet. Sketcha had over $160,000 stolen from his wallet. But what you want to do is take the time to learn it so you don't end up in this situation. Or rather, you have a better chance of shielding yourself. A public service announcement from the FBI from November. The scammers are out there. Be wary. Learn, but just really go about it safely. NFTs aren't just about digital art or even physical art. You've got music and you've got sneakers, fashion. Fashion is one of the latest avenues for NFTs. I wanted to share two marketplaces that I am actually a part of. Known Origin is one that requires a jurying process. They open up applications once every couple of months, and they allow the first 1,000 applications to come through. But it took me 3 tries. They have a number around 5,000 artists. And they really go through everything. You have to provide a video, a cohesive body of work. Now, I've had 2 sales. So my artwork, and it has a stepwise price. And then this is the City Hustle. A few more pieces. I use a lot of algorithms, numbers in the way I approach my art. This is a fractal made in part by J. Wildfire. The other marketplace that I'm a part of is Foundation. Remember how I talked about the wallet? I have to connect. That wallet is controlled by my secret key. So I basically have 75 NFTs on this platform. I've done all kinds of different art. This signifies that I have an owner here. And he can decide to resell it. Then it enters the secondary market. The secondary market gives me 10% royalties. If it's sold and it's sold, yeah. Trending auctions. It has as much to do about your art as it does about your marketing skills and your presence. When I speak about NFT marketplaces, I mention only 2 to you, Foundation and Known Origin. While there are others, and there are others that I am on, these are 2 where I really focus most of my work. There are other more open platforms, and you can research and discover. I hope that this session has been informative, and I hope that it's made you curious. Curious to dive into digital art if you haven't. Curious to stretch your skill set. Curious to find your community in Texpressionism.
and curious and cautious in your approach to the world of NFTs. It's been a lot of fun sharing digital art with you and some of the concepts around it. One thing is, I was never an artist before 2017. My art came suddenly. I didn't know art concepts, didn't know anything about art, had never taken an art class. Really a sudden gift. That gift is outlined in a new book that I put out with the co-author, Dr. Wilma Davidson, Soldier Sister Savant. You can read more about it at soldiersistersavant.com, and there are links to purchase it. Thanks for your support. We're having a lot of fun getting the story out there. I hope you enjoy your new digital art practice.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, thank you very much, Diana. I'm sorry that she couldn't be here with us today. On behalf of Florida Artists Group, thank you for joining us today for Beyond the Brush. We hope you've enjoyed the lab presentation, and a link to the video recording for this presentation will be sent to you in the next few days. Because Diana could not be here, if you do have some questions, she has a website, and it is, I'm going to spell it out for you. DianadeAvila.com. And it's probably the best place to get some of your questions answered. Any other way I can help somebody before we close this session? Thank you, Mindy. Mindy says it's fascinating. So
Thank you, Anda. That was great.
yeah, it is interesting. And for those of you who are interested, I know that Diana will be glad to help you answer any of your questions. Some of it's a little bit beyond my technical skills, but I think that she's the girl to go to. All right.
That was a great session. Thank you very much.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Mindy, do you want to unmute so that we can hear your questions?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Mindy.
Hey.
Hey, hey, Mindy. You didn't get in on the message that we were going to stop our video to give the impression that we weren't continuing on. So you looked a little puzzled there.
Who, me?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I knew. I'm just not awake yet.
Oh, okay.
I've been working too late on this Manila Museum project, so
Well, congratulations on that. It sounds like it's going to be a good
the
show.
My
deadline
computer's
kind of
frozen, guys.
wiping me out.
Well, don't overdo yourself.
Yeah, well,
We
thanks.
can still hear you just fine, Anda. Sorry, Mindy.
That's okay.
It
That
is
was
a
a
little
very good.
frozen.
That was a very good presentation.
It
It
was
was.
good, wasn't it? Fascinating. I
We
wasn't
didn't
sure if
wanna-
I could adjust my volume while it was going. I was scared to do anything with my, on my end. And Donna came in here and was like, it sounds like you're getting a massage.
Oh, my husband ran in and turned down the volume on my keys, which I've never done when the music started. He said, "What are you listening to?"
Yeah.
So I said, "Well, I've never used the up and down keys to adjust the volume. I don't know where it is on this thing." So
Oh, funny. Well, Nancy, what should we review this morning? And it looks like Anna's
Did
off.
I
and then she'll
stop?
probably
Did I
back on.
stop the recording? Let me make
Oh,
sure.
you should